first track on the promo CD is part 2 of a rough mix of the track Afterglid, which was a major feature on the Fish Rising album. And this is a sort of cut down sound version. We used to call it the Power Trio version, but it's not quite the same as the one on the bonus track on the Fish Rising album. It's a special mix with an Indian instrument called a tambura. It's also got some backwards clapping effects on the final bit. And obviously it features a really major guitar solo. And Afterglid is a very special track. It was of the tracks on Fish Rising, most of them were based on ideas I'd had before I joined Gong in the Khan Mark II period. But Afterglid was a completely new track that came about while I was in Gong, and it's very psychedelic. I'm beginning to see the light. That's a track that's been around since the early 70s. I've done several different demos of it, but it's never ended up ever being finished. In fact, I performed it with Gong even as a track, and then we did a version of it for Fish Rising, but it never got finished. And this is a demo I did as part of the demos for part of the demos for Motivation Radio and Green. That's the 1977 version of Beginning to See the Light. Madman's Rap, that is an actual track from the relatively short-lived Mark II Khan period with Dave Stewart on keyboards. And it's a rehearsal tape, and it's a song that never been released, although I've pilfered a few phrases from it that have gone into other tracks. There's one phrase that I use in a thing on Fish Rising called Meditation of the Snake, and another phrase I used on Lunar Music Suite on L, but the actual full song never was completed, never was recorded. Maybe I'll do it for real sometime. Get Dave in? Yeah, I'll do that. It's a good idea. Ah, yes, the Golden Vibe. The Golden Vibe, it's a sort of one of my signature guitar riffs with echo, and this is actually what I call the guitar a cappellas. I've included quite a lot on the Sparks CDs, and it was actually recorded at the Gong House by Miquette, handling the tape recorder, and me playing echo guitar.
It's called A Fire Inside.
This is from a gig, it's actually in the Open tour. It was at Hammersmith Odeon in November 1979. And I found this in my large collection of cassettes and had a note in it from our sound engineer, John Newsham, saying that he reckoned that was one of the best gigs we ever did. So we lovingly restored the tape of this gig, and it's in the box set, and Far Inside's the first track. Oh, well, It's All Too Much, as people probably know, is one of the big cover tracks we did, the Beatles track from Yellow Submarine, George Harrison track. And that's always been was always a major feature in our live gigs. And this one is from a recording of the Brighton Dome concert on the Motivation Radio tour. We were just down to a 4-piece with drummer Joe Blocker, who played on both Green and Motivation Radio, and the bass player Curtis Robertson, who played on the Green album. And it's just me, Miquette, Joe and Curtis playing with great gusto. In fact, it's got some very wild guitar on it, that one. Oh, yeah, this is a track, this is one of our big funk tracks. It was on the studio version of Live Herald, and this is a live recording on another of the live CDs we've included in the box set from Munich in April 1979, that's on the Live Herald tour.